Hold up. No, I'm still getting used to it. Sunday, June 7th, 2020. I just got done doing street stand-up again, and it's getting it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy in a good way, in a way that's kind of hard for me to fathom. I would say that I would call myself, I think when I'm at 1,000 followers, I think I can safely call myself an underground comedian. Like, I'm underground at that point. But right now, I'm like, I don't know what you would call me. I don't know what's underground. Not insignificant. Right now, I'm an insignificant comedian with a few fans. But, like, I can see over the next month, maybe, if I just stay consistent with what I'm doing, I can see myself becoming underground. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out the words. Like, people keep coming up to me, people I don't know, they keep coming up to me and they know my full name. Like, people were driving by and they were like, Aaron Chase, and throwing up the black power fist and saying, just, I was about to say I'm speechless trying to do a podcast. I don't know. I don't know how to handle it yet. I really don't know how to handle it. I feel like I make it awkward every time. So I'm trying not to make it awkward. But I guess when it happens, I just try to soak it in. Like, I don't want to take this time for granted. I know myself, and I know if I just keep pushing, I'll get to a place of real success. I know I'll get there, but right now I just want to appreciate all of this. I want to take it in. This is what I've been fucking working for the past 5 years, and it's clicking now. Finally, it's clicking. At least in a little way. And I don't even, I should have thought through what I was going to say. I don't even know what I'm going to say right now, but it's, okay. All right. I want to make this mildly productive. I don't just want to be doing this podcast, jerking myself off. All right. Productivity. All right. How do I handle when people come up to me, and they're being nice? I guess there's two things. First thing is that I'm a little afraid of the day that someone comes up to me and they're not happy about what I've said. I've definitely had people be mad at me. I had a dude, I'm going to call him Cletus. I don't know his actual name. Call him Cletus, and literally whatever you're imagining is accurate. And this guy walks by and he mutters how he wants to knock my sign over or whatever, and I say to him, and I was baiting him a little bit. I was like, hey man, we can talk. If you disagree with what I'm saying, I'm listening. I'm up for debate. But he walked away, and then he got in the car and he yelled something about George Soros. I don't fully understand it to this point, but you know, he's being an ass. And that happens every now and again. I actually had a girl come up to me and give me money because her dad walked by me yesterday screaming All Lives Matter over and over again. And I told her, like, you know, I'm happy to talk with him. I'll have a discussion. And she was like, he just won't. And so those types of people I'm concerned about. But those people are few and far between compared to the people that seem to like it and appreciate it. And when people come up to me and they're giving me praise or giving compliments, I need to figure out, there goes my battery, I need to figure out how to deal with that. Not deal with it, but how to interact with people. And I don't know yet. I need to find some way to make it not weird. You know? Make it feel like, not like I'm like a star, like I'm like, yeah, you know, I get this all the time, whatever, dust my shoulders off. Like, I'm not trying to do all that, but my reaction is always dumbfounded. Every time people come up to me, I'm just like, fuck, really? You want to talk to me? That's crazy. All right. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but it's like, I don't know. If you've listened to this podcast consistently, if you've listened from day one, I mean, you know how long I've been waiting to get to this place and of people reacting and responding to me. I can feel it. It's like I can feel the process. I can feel the ball rolling, and it's scary, but it's exciting. I don't know. I guess I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's to come next. Okay, and apparently, and I know this is going negative. I'll go back to positive soon. Apparently, there's still people talking shit. That's what I hear through the grapevine. There's still people talking shit, not happy. And at this point, it's exciting. Like, I love hearing that people are talking shit, because that means I'm doing the right thing and I'm going in the right direction. Again, don't know who the people are, don't need to know who the people are, don't know what they're saying, don't want to know what they're saying. All I need to know is that they exist and they are talking about me. And I'm just gonna keep my head down and keep following what Kevin Hart said. And just, this isn't a game between anybody but me. It's just me. It's me versus me. And yeah, if you don't like what I'm doing, you're welcome to keep talking shit, but I don't know. It seems whatever I'm doing seems to be working, and I'm gonna stick with it. So if that feels good. The other thing that George said, and I don't know exactly what he meant. I didn't really ask him to elaborate, but he said that he heard rumblings about me in Redlands, and people just throughout today, I was getting random messages from people I haven't talked to in a long time. All of them were like, "Hey, are you in Redlands right now?" This is the voice of everybody. "Are you in Redlands right now? Are you in Redlands, hanging out in Redlands? Do you have a dog in Redlands?" People, just random people I haven't talked to in a very long time are messaging me. I don't know. I know I'm hammering. I guess I don't know. I just want to take this in. I want to take the time to appreciate this. I worked so hard. I'm going to continue to work. I'm not done. It's not 883 followers, famous, done. That's not what I'm doing here. This is not my victory lap. I know I got a long way to go. I got years to go. But fuck that. I'm smelling the roses right now, man. There's clearly a shift going on. There's a shift. There's some sort of change and development in what's happening, and it's a positive one, and I just want to revel in it. I want to just take in and enjoy every fucking second of it. When you work so hard, when you work really hard, and you feel, especially in the beginning of stand-up, before you have any traction, like zero, when you're just trying to understand how to do it, it feels eons away, and it feels like you're never gonna get there. It feels like in many ways, it feels like you're wasting your time. If you don't really love the craft of stand-up and you're not doing it because you love it, I would suggest stopping, because it really feels like a waste of time sometimes. I'm sure whenever I listen back to episodes, I'm sure I'll hear it in my voice where I'm sure there's points where it just feels like it's going to feel like this again. I know it's going to feel like this again, but I'm ready this time. This podcast has shown me that there's these just natural ups and downs when it comes to this career and this stand-up thing, and that if you can just put your head down, deal with the downs, the ups are fucking fantastic. They make everything worth it, man. I don't know, I guess if I could say something to whoever is listening, if you're trying to be a comedian, I don't know, listen to the whole podcast and get where I got here. But trying to do anything, just keep fucking doing it. Just don't stop. Don't stop. Keep working hard at it, and do not fucking stop. Kevin Hart's advice about this is just me versus me has helped so much. When we go back to whatever new normal is, when we go back to open mics and everything, we are able to do that. I'm not gonna put nearly as much energy into the buddy system, and by that I mean once we have our open mics and we have our shows again, fuck that. I'm not gonna run around trying to set up more shows for people, and I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm just not gonna waste my time with it, because it wasn't making me happy. It was just making me frustrated. And just focusing on me and doing doing all of this my way has made me far happier and has pushed me way further in stand-up than dealing with a community ever has. And I still love my community. I love the IE, and I want to make sure there's a place for comedians to perform. But fuck that, man. I'm not putting all that energy into people that don't give a shit about me. And I say that not hesitantly, but I say that with like a grain of salt. I recognize the appreciation that I'm sure the comics felt during our heyday of open mics. Like, I recognize that. I know that, people don't just not give a shit, but like the amount of appreciation I was able to take in versus the amount of work and the amount of suffering was not worth it. It was not worth it. It wasn't making me happy. And I just want to be happy, man. I want to be happy. I want to live the way I want to live, and I want to be free. And I talked about that a lot before. And the buddy system the buddy system allowed me to have places to perform, but I wasn't free. At this point, I don't even need open mics. I can just go on the street and work out the material how I want to work out and continue to find followers. It's way easier. It's less work. It's less of a headache. I don't have to deal with, people. I have to deal with people, but not in that same way. I don't know. I guess this is just in that same, I don't know what number the episode was, but that same show I did in Orchid, California, this is the feeling. And it feels so good. It feels so good that I just want to document it. I want to put it down. I want to say, like, it's happening. It is fucking happening, and I'm super excited about it. All right, I'm done jerking myself off.